Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so for this video is gonna be a little bit different, just because I just kind of want to address something that, yeah, I kind of said that, I would, well, I guess I still can. I still can kind of keep it as like a private conversation, sort of. And okay, so what I'm gonna talk about is removing this veil that, you as just as I guess an everyday consumer, everyday user, the unfair pressure, I guess I'll call it unfair pressure, where you feel like that you just have to get everything that you see content creators on YouTube who talk about tech, you see them getting it, and so you feel like that's what that you have to get, you have to get the Galaxy Z Flip 3, or you have to get the Pixel 5a. You have to get any of those things, any of the newer phones. Like, you just feel like there's this overwhelming pressure that you just have to get these devices in order to feel like you have a device that's considered relevant. And that's furthest from the truth. Okay, I have told people so many times that this is why videos keep coming back up. I still use a Pixel 2 XL, right? I use a Pixel 2 XL. It's gonna be 4 years old, and I still use it. It's an older device. It's got older antennas. It's got, old design. But I still use it. I use it, and I find joy in using it. It still functions. It still works. Runs Android 11. It has enough RAM to still feel buttery. Cameras take very good photos. I think that's the problem today. Some people feel this weird pressure that they have to get what they see content creators use. But I don't think anyone's really thought about this. There's a lot of content creators who, have unboxing of new phones like once a week, once every 2 weeks. They do a ton of review videos on them. And then after they're done, they're on to the next device, right? Somebody who unboxed the Pixel 5a a couple weeks ago is not going to be having the Pixel 5a as their daily driver device a couple of weeks into the future. They move on to the next thing. And I think that's something that I really want to kind of outline here for people, is that you see, like myself, not so much myself because I don't do a lot of unboxings, but sometimes I do. But you see a lot of other content creators get a hold of a device and they're using it. Doesn't mean that in order for you to have a device that's considered relevant, that you have to get what they have. Now, if you're a person who's obviously chasing the newest thing that's out there, then you're going to have to deal with this, that your new spicy quesadilla, if you want to call it that, will eventually be old nachos not too far from now. That's how it works. Something sits on the throne for a while, and then it's easily pushed off by the next thing. Tech is forever evolving and forever growing. It doesn't stop. It won't stop at one point. It won't sit still at one point. It'll progress, whether the progression is fast, whether the progression slows down to, snail mode. Either way, it's still moving forward, inch by inch, piece by piece. And so, if you're looking to always have the newest device, you're going to be chasing for a long time. You're not going to have a device that's going to last you. It will last you, but you won't stay with it for a year or two. Now, on the opposite side of that spectrum, for those people who are just like, I just want a good phone, you can find a good phone in something like the Pixel 2 XL. You can find a good phone in the Samsung Galaxy S10e. You can find a good phone in, an iPhone 10. You don't have to have what you see content creators have. We do this on YouTube to show you guys new things that you may be interested in. But in no way, at least for me, in no way does that mean that you have to buy that particular phone that's new. I share with you the information. It's cool to admire it. But it does not mean that in order for you to say you have a decent phone, you have to have what's currently released within the last month or so. That's not how this works. You can always find joy in using something like a Pixel 2 XL. And if you don't want to spend a lot of money, on something slightly new, you can always go with mid-rangers, like the OnePlus Nord N10 5G. You can always go with mid-rangers. You can get good value, good bang for your buck with a mid-ranger without having the need to chase a $1,000 phone. You can go for something that's $300, less than $300, maybe $200. Now that's the option of these things, right? You can either go with the newer mid-ranger and have a pretty decent experience. You can go for an older flagship and have a really good experience. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of people who believe that it's better to go for an older flagship over today's current mid-rangers, and that may be the case depending on your perception of things. However, you're not wrong going either way. But the one thing that you don't need to do is to concern yourself and stress yourself to spend on a budget that you're going to be overshooting just to get a device that you think is going to be socially acceptable. First of all, when it comes to smartphone technology, I'm a firm believer in use what makes you happy and forget everybody else and their opinions. We're all whitewash. We're all puff smoke. You know what I mean? You got to go for what you feel is good for you. That is the best advice I can give anybody who's looking to get a new smartphone. You got to look for what's best for you. You got to understand your options. You got to understand what caveats there's going to be into choosing something. But again, that's what we content creators are supposed to be here for, is to give you as much information as we have through experience and through knowledge of these smartphones that will allow you to make a conscious buy, a conscious purchase, whether it's worth your money or not. But in no way should we govern what you pay for. So that is my video for today. Hopefully you guys understood. And yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I'll check y'all out in the next one. As always, aloha, stay cool, stay happy out there.